It's time for a reset.
Well,
I hear what your view is. But if you were in your role as
finally,
a
I'm playing
consultant, if I were running for office statewide as a Republican, what do you tell me? Stand up and say we have to change the tone of government.
How am I floating?
And we have to be more open. So you tell me.
And guys, welcome back to another video. Live stream.
And be supportive of what's going on
today,
in the White House.
We're back playing Blockcraft. I think this is part 4. I have no idea.
In the White House, if a candidate wants to be successful, that's what they're going to have to do.
I'm going to have to go change my commercials right now. Doug Cole of the Arizona Public Affairs firm High Ground.
Robert, have a great day.
Yeah, we're going to get tons of money building this thing. No, 440.
The Los Angeles Dodgers, Houston Astros are back at it tonight for Game 2 of the World Series. Last night in L.A., the Dodgers won the opener, and once again, they were fueled by a player who looks like a Muppet and who's hitting like Babe Ruth. NPR's Tom Golden has this story about breakout star Justin Turner.
So, the Muppet Justin Turner resembles, with his long red hair and bushy red beard, is Animal. The two have become quite the pair at Dodger Stadium. When Turner hits a home run, there's Animal on the big screen, shaking his shaggy red head and shouting out Turner's name. Dodgers fans have been seeing a lot of Animal. That's the sound after Turner's 4th home run this postseason, a 2-run blast last night that gave LA its winning score. Turner now has 14 runs batted in during these playoffs. That's a Dodgers record for one postseason. His suddenness in these playoffs really isn't that sudden. He's 32 and has been with LA 4 years. This season, he was named to the All-Star team, so he's been building. But this postseason explosion at the plate has been dramatic, startling even to Turner, who was asked last night if
I just want to get the money, so I'm concentrating really
envision
good.
becoming this Justin Turner. No. Before signing with the Dodgers, Turner was with the New York Mets. In his words, trying to survive and take quality at-bats as an underused bench player. But then he met Marlon Byrd, a fellow major leaguer who revamped his swing while serving a doping suspension. Inspired by Byrd, Turner made swing adjustments of his own near the end of the 2013 season.
Next thing I know, we go to Cleveland in September. I hit a couple home runs and finished the year against Washington, and I hit a few balls off the wall in center field. And I'm like, oh, man, what just happened? I need to dig into this some more because it's obviously getting good results from it.
Dig in, he did. He went to work with batting coach Bill Ladder, who helped Byrd change his swing.
I was in the cage with him literally 5 days a week for the entire offseason, trying to nail it down and figure it out and be able to repeat the swing over and over and over.
It's a lot more technical than this, but essentially Turner's transferring his weight forward a lot earlier than he had and launching the ball high into the air. Swing changes that changed his career, and it's coming together at the perfect time for the Dodgers and for Animal. The Muppet may make a few more cameos on the big screen before this World Series is over. Tom Goldman, NPR News, Los Angeles.
Still not. They're very small. I'm talking to myself.
This is All Things Considered from NPR.
No.
Who's up for a trip to Yellowstone? The Grand Tetons, maybe. Anybody?
The millennial generation, by definition, very worse. I was not finding the next parts very relevant to their lives.
I'm Kyle Risnell. The business of our national parks can get complicated. It's next time on Marketplace.
Marketplace tonight at 5:30 on WNIJ. It's about 5:19 right now. Patchy frost in the forecast tonight, the low 35 degrees, sunshine tomorrow at 54. Support for All Things Considered on WNIJ comes from financial associate Sean Global.
Wait, it's gonna be hard. These are actually hard to do.
Good. 815-275.
They're hard and easy.
WNIJ's community events calendar keeps you up to date on organizations, concerts, and speakers throughout our region. Check out what's happening in your town
opened 3.5 million phony accounts, and then they were able to convince judges that the binding arbitration clause in the one that the customer actually signed filters down to all the fraudulent ones. Now, Wells Fargo has settled a purported class action settlement, but that was only because of the negative publicity. Otherwise, they and all of these other companies are always very successfully asserting these binding arbitration clauses. They have put them into these form contracts, and the Supreme Court has said, hey, we're the corporation's best friend. Of course, and the Supreme Court has just kicked the door wide open, so a lot of consumers are getting screwed. And here's what happened. In 2010, with the Dodd-Frank Financial Reform Bill, in the Dodd-Frank bill was the creation of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And in the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau creation documents, in the language in the law, it said, hey, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, once you get up and running, start to examine these binding arbitration agreements in the area of jurisdiction that you have. Banks. Right? Banks. That's the Consumer Financial Banks, credit cards, financial instruments. So the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was created and given an assignment in the very law that created it to study these binding arbitration agreements, and if the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, after study, discovers that they are unfair and one-sided and hurting consumers, they have the authority under Dodd-Frank to get rid of them. That's exactly what happened. It took 8 years, right? It took 8 years just to show you how these things go. It took 8 years to get the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau up and running, and then they had to do the study, and then they had to go through all of the rule-making processes that we talk about so often. The Administrative Procedures Act, which, by the way, is in tonight's Beyond the Norm as well, because it's about radio and TV getting further decimated in any event. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau went through this process, and they created this rule, this administrative rule, pursuant to their legal authority under the Dodd-Frank Reform Law. And they said, starting in March 2019, consumers no longer can be forced into these binding arbitration agreements by these banks and financial institutions. They can be given it as an option. After the dispute arises, they can be given it as an option, but they can't be forced into it. Congress used the Congressional Review Act to get rid of the rule. And last night, it passed the Senate 51 to 50 because it deadlocked 50-50, and Mike Pence broke the tie. Now, the two Republicans who voted against getting rid of the rule, Lindsey Graham of South Carolina and John Kennedy of Louisiana. Two senators no one would think of as consumer friendly, but because those 2 out of 52 got the number down to 50, then Mike Pence came in and passed it. Now, here's an interesting political aspect of this. In the U.S. Senate last night, not a single Democrat and not a single independent aligned with the Democrats. That's Angus King of Maine and Bernie Sanders of Vermont. All 48 of the Democrats and the independents aligned with the Democrats, all 48 of them voted against this thing. They wanted to allow consumers to band together to have court as a redress. And in the House of Representatives, when this thing passed in July, not a single Democrat voted for it there. So this is passed only with Republican votes, not a single Democrat in the House, not a Democrat in the Senate, and thus we're seeing the parties are making it.
Yes, finally, guys.
The Republican Party is the party of big business. The Democratic Party is the party of consumers. That's the statement. If the Democratic Party isn't good enough as the party of consumers for you, well, you'll have to work that out with the Democratic Party. But we are seeing the battle lines drawn. All right, I'm just getting warmed up. Let me finish this part of Senior Legal Analyst time, and turn the rest of the hour over to you at 1-888-321-6001. Where justice is always served. The Norm Goldman Show.
Because there's some on this
Always sharing things on our social media site, The Norm Goldman Show on Facebook, and at Norm Goldman on Twitter. We also are on Instagram with Norm_Goldman, and I'm often posting stuff at
Goldman Show. It's a smart thing for himself.
Now he has to press that.
Somewhat gracefully.
Chicago News and Politics with Ben Trotsky, weekday afternoons 2 until 5 p.m. only on WCPT 820, where Chicago and facts matter.
Over 70 million Americans have unhealthy blood pressure levels. Are you one of them? Introducing Berkeley Life, a 100% drug-free, cardiologist-recommended supplement to help maintain normal, healthy blood pressure while supporting energy and vitality. Now, for a limited time, try Berkeley Life free. Call 800-963-0874. A key to maintaining healthy blood pressure is your body's nitric oxide levels. Berkeley Life helps to boost nitric oxide levels naturally. The breakthrough is from a discovery which won a Nobel Prize in medicine on nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream. Berkeley Life includes free saliva test strips to see your levels instantly. It's a supplement you test yourself and can see it's working. In a consumer study, 91% felt healthier after taking Berkeley Life for just 3 weeks. Here's Dan, an actual Berkeley Life user.
The supplements are easy to take, more energy, more clarity. I don't have to worry about my blood pressure levels anymore, and the results are fantastic.
Get your free 30-day supply. Call 800-963-0874. Just pay shipping and handling. 800-963-0874. 800-963-0874.
Do you need cash to consolidate high-interest credit card debt? Try PickALender.com. PickALender.com works with a wide network of lenders that could get you between $1,000 and $35,000 with rates starting as low as 5.99 APR, all from the privacy of your smartphone or computer. Get rid of those high-interest
Oh no, we
loans
can't
with
build it.
PickALender.
Oh yeah, we can build it.
It's free to use, takes
we
only
already
minutes,
bought it.
and available 24/7.
So all you have to do is buy
$1,000
it.
to $35,000. PickALender.com.
Hey girl, have you done something new to your skin? Using new moisturizer? Nice.
We're building a watchtower.
The hazel in your eyes.
Oh yes,
Using
finally.
lightning strips too? Your fangs look good, girl. Really good.
A really charming
We're gonna get another achievement after this, I think.
surprising how much you could save.
Which will actually be better for us, because that's all we need right now.
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Hey, this is Tom Harmon, and I'm thrilled to tell you I'm
Could
coming
be
back
it, guys.
to Chicago. That's right, on Thursday, November 9th, I'll broadcast my national show at Capri Banquet in Countryside, City Engineers Local 150 campus. Bob Ryder from the Chicago Federation of Labor will be joining me along with a panel of union and community leaders. We'll be discussing Trump, Morales, the Republican war on labor, and what the Democrats are doing to get control of Congress, governorships, and state legislatures. This is a sold-out show. You can still listen live right here November 9th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on WCPT 820, online at WCPT820.com. The live remote broadcast is sponsored by the Chicago Federation of Labor, a unified voice for Chicago labor since 1896. Learn about the CFL at chicagolabor.org.
This event is also sponsored by Operating Engineers Local 399, Painters District Council 14, Goldberg Weissman in Cairo, and UAW Region 4. Make sure you tune in November 9th at 11 a.m.
The human voice. It can be sweet as music. Powerful as thunder.
And so, my fellow Americans,
Cheerful as laughter. For millions of people, it can also be a smile of such a PD. This serious nonsense can make it so hard to breathe. You often can't catch a breath or finish a sentence, let alone carry a tune. And many who have COPD don't even know it. That's where your voice comes in. If you think you or loved one have symptoms, talk with a healthcare provider. Early diagnosis can mean better treatments and quality of life. Join us in raising our voices.
Oh yes. You can come here and watch the news too, guys.
Read better at NIH.gov.
This is news every day after
Ben
school.
Jarofsky, and you're listening to WCPT 820. The facts matter.
We're still in senior legal analyst time with civics and politics, and last night the U.S. Senate completed the process of scuttling an administrative rule that would help consumers. It basically lets the banks screw consumers, and the consumers have no legal recourse.
This is bad news for consumers. It's good news for the banking industry, which had lobbied Congress to get rid of the Obama-era rule that would have allowed consumers to get together and file class action lawsuits against financial institutions accused of misconduct.
That's Andrew Cohen of CBS News. We thank CBS News for that. Donald Trump said he was going to drain the swamp. We are going to drain the swamp. He said he was going to fight for the little guy. He lied once again. Back with you next with Justice is Served.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Can I mention that Mom saved us almost $800 when we switched our auto insurance. And then it gave us a little extra cushion in our budget, which we used to upgrade Dylan's football pass. He's got a little extra cushion, all right. Nobody's going to hurt my baby. I can't.
Visit us online to get a quote. You can save $782 from Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company. Equal housing insurance.
We got out there, his room was filled with smoke. We went alone and drifted the snow up against the side of my house, blocking the exhaust from my furnace. I heard the smoke alarm going off in my friend's apartment. Went out, the kid is smoke alarm. My son would not be here today. Had it not been for that carbon monoxide detector, they would come to school and not have their teacher there. I grabbed my fire extinguisher and put out the fire. Kid makes technology that saves lives.
Get these essential products at the Home Depot.
Unlike you and unlike the media, before I make a statement, I like to know the facts.
I'll give $1,000 to Donald Trump's campaign if he can tell me one thing about Stonewall Jackson outside of Stonewall Jackson.
I mean, this will get us tons of money. I didn't know it.
Looking it up, and he never looked at it.
Look, this car's a lot better.
WCPP 820, we're back now.
This helps so much.
Talk AM and FM. It's now time for a Chicago news, traffic, and weather update.
News on Chicago's Progressive Talk is sponsored by Cabela's. Good afternoon, I'm Laura Vaughn. It's 52 degrees. An Illinois Department of Children and Family Services official says the agency has started reforming its privatized child welfare program after a newspaper investigation revealed a surge in children's deaths. The changes to the program come after the investigation that found 15 children died because of abuse or neglect from 2012 to 2016. The investigation also found that the spike in deaths KCFS privatized the program, shifting the
Hi, Mom.
We're almost home.
We're almost home. Great. Great. Everything was great today. I love today. Well, today I actually won one round and lost one round of chess, and then we went to group time, where I learned about a castle. Well, we didn't learn about it. Somebody just talked about it, like saying they could do a castle, and she said yes, they could. I don't know what a castle is still. They said they're going to teach about it next week. I can't wait for drawing club. Uh-huh. Without me? Yeah. Does it have to be a pumpkin? I have my way. Hey, Mom. Can we let, is Dad gonna pick me up soon? Oh. Okay. What? I hope it's done with. I don't really like Pinocchio that much. When did he watch it? Should I let you go? What? Yeah. But most of my works, one I'm working on one right now. Yeah, because this one work I have to look for Spanish words in the Spanish dictionary that we have, and they have to be vowels. I don't want you interrupting their movie. I don't, like, if you're on the phone, you're going to be talking to me, which would be interrupting their movie. They wouldn't. I want to talk to you. What? 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 I love you, Mom. Bye. 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 Watching it. Hey, Nana.
Yeah.
Can I bring the iPad in Braden's car?
Huh?
I'm going in Braden's car for the field check.
You're not being happy on that.
Why?
But only works in a house where there's actual Wi-Fi.
No, if I can play a game.
No, it doesn't hook up to any.
Games work, I know, because I've done it. Well, what can I do then? Because I'm going in Braden's car.
So that's nice. So you guys will talk to each other.
He's bringing his iPad, that's the problem.
You can have yours, so I don't know what that. Okay, good. Let's share them.
Oh wait, I forgot. He said he has 6.
6?
No, I mean 2.
Goodness. What the heck is that about, huh?
No, I meant 2.
No. I don't hope so. Okay, Bela Bula, get your backpack.